of rubber, I'm done. I'm mistaken for my lover. Your heart's made of rubber, I'm done.
Why is there foundation on my arm?
Caught all the colours, your heart's made of rubber, I'm done. How long will this weigh on my mind?
Hi guys, so today I am so excited to film this video. I've not been as excited for so long. I saw the music video for Little Mix's new song Shout Out to My Ex today. It was released yesterday and oh my god, the makeup of all the girls in that video is just amazing. The one that I want to do first, I do want to do others, but I want to do Perrie's makeup to begin with. She has two looks in the video that really stand out to me. First is the one where she's got the little black stars under her eyes, and the second look is at the end of the video where they have all the like sparkle and shimmer and stars and gems and pearls and things all on the sides here. So I'm going to do both of those looks for you today. If you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep watching. I'm going to begin by priming my face, and this is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. I got sent this stuff by Logan and I absolutely love it. I think I need to purchase the full size of this like straight away. I'm just going to put this on all the areas that I feel I need pore filling and priming more than others, just because Perrie has like really gorgeous flawless skin in this music video, of course. The rest of the skin I'm just going to use some of the Benefit Professional. The foundation I want a really full coverage, so I'm going to use Collection Illuminating Touch and shake that up first. And her skin is more tan than mine, so this is going to be perfect, but I absolutely love the finish of this foundation, and I'm going to put on like 3.5 pumps of this to get the most flawless Perrie skin. I don't know about you guys, but I'm absolutely living for Little Mix. Like, I love them so much. Next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to use my I Love Pomade in blonde, and of course Perrie is blonde, and hers are quite full and natural looking. They're not overly sharp or anything, but they are nice and defined. To fix the shape of my eyebrows a little bit, I'm just going to use some of my foundation. I'd usually use my concealer, but I want them to be a lot softer and not quite as much that Instagram eyebrow, as hers look quite natural and full. To make the hairs look even more hairy, I'm going to use Give Me Brow by Benefit. Today I think I'm going to do my skin before I move on to the eyes, which I don't normally do. I'm going to contour using my City Colour contour stick. And this is awesome. It's really, really creamy. Looks a bit mad at first. Kind of is. But once you blend that out with your sponge, it looks really, really natural and awesome. So I'm just going to add some in my regular areas that I contour, and as I say, Perrie's quite bronzed. Like, how natural does that look? I love it. What I really like about this as well is it's very, very buildable. So if you need a little bit more in places, I'm also going to add a little bit of it along my jawline, not too much though, because I'm so pale it can kind of look like I've got a beard, but I just want a little bit of definition there. So let's go in with Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Best concealer on the market for like affordable drugstore prices. Awesome. So I'm going to take some of that under there and take some up the nose. I'm going to take a load of it under the eyes in this triangle area. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Perrie Edwards makeup look. Okay, I'm going to use the other side of the sponge now. So I actually have a thinner version, and they came in a set from TK Maxx, so if you have a look you might still be able to find them. I'm just going to use this down my nose just to bring that in thinner. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. We're going to go in with a Physicians Formula Classic Nudes palette. Logan got me this, absolutely love it, perfect for a very neutral, warm eye. They're really good for transition colours more than anything. Not a lot of depth here, but really, really great warm transition colours. So I'm going to go into this one to begin with. It's the lightest brown colour, and it's just going to go into the crease. I'm also going to take some of this underneath. Next I'm going to go into this colour here, and this is going to go more directly into the crease. Onto those eyelids, she's got quite a shimmery colour, so this is the Milani Bella Copper Metallic eyeshadow, and these are gorgeous. I've also got Bella Gold, which is slightly less browny tone, so I think I'm going to add a little bit of the gold one first just to see how we go. Now I do feel like it needs to be a little bit deeper, so I'm going to take the copper colour now. start to deepen Perrie's eyes, so I'm going to go into Icon from the Venus palette, which is a dark brown colour. And then just going to softly blend that with a clean brush, just to make sure it's really, really soft and gradiated. Next I'm going to start to smoke out Perrie's lash line using that same dark brown colour and an angled brush. And take it all the way around the eye. Okay, so when I've got that on, I'm going to take a little bit more of the brown, not very much at all, on a fluffy brush, and just start to use that now underneath. I'm just going to do exactly the same on the top, take a little bit of the brown on my brush and just softly blend that line. Okay, so now we're going to sort that line so it's a lot more sharp. So a bit more of our concealer there, right underneath our eyes. It's okay to mess up, like it really is. I mess up so much when I'm doing my makeup and I just conceal. There's tricks and tips you can do. If you're not like perfect with lines, perfect with eyeliner, perfect with application, it's honestly like fine, just practice and don't get down on yourself. Like, I should take my own advice, I do get down on myself about it, but it just takes practice. At the end of the day, makeup's meant to be fun, it's not meant to make you sad, so. I'm going to take a nice clean brush now and just feather that underneath part real soft, not on the wing but the underneath of the eyeshadow on the lower lash line. And if you need to, you can go into some of that lighter colour from the Physicians Formula thing and just soften that. That's perfect. Okay, before I add any black, I'm going to highlight. So I'm using Sin by Urban Decay. Obviously I use this like way too much, but it's just so pretty and it's so versatile. So I'm going to just highlight my brow bone with that. And then it's going to take a little bit more of this light shadow. It's all about kind of about layering and stuff. And just go back over where I've put that highlighter and just blend that in. Eyeliner, if you don't have a brown, you can totally use a black eyeliner, that's absolutely fine, but I'm going to use Teddy Eye Kohl from MAC, which I think is going to be amazing. So I'm going to just tight line and do my bottom waterline at the same time. What I do is just shut my eyes and just run it along, and it really stops that tickling feeling. It does them both at the same time, it's so much quicker. So I'm going to go all the way along, all the way into those inner corners as well. Next you're going to use a black eyeshadow, whatever you've got, but this is just an Urban Decay one called Black Dog, and it's the blackest shadow that you will ever find. And then I'm going to smudge that along the bottom. I'm taking a nice soft blending brush with a little bit of that black on it and just softening that edge. Trace over that line apart from in the outer wing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is right along the top eyelash line, I'm just going to use a bit of my Kat Von D liner right against those eyelashes. Like, you're not going to be able to see it, it's just going to be so that when I put those false ones on, there's no line. I actually want to add a little bit more of a shimmer, you know where I put the Bella colour, so this is a little Smashbox Focal Point Quad Trios 3. I'm going to mix this one and this one because I feel like it's a little bit more taupe than gold. I don't know, I just want to get that colour right. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that onto there. For the inner corner I'm going to use some Sin from Urban Decay and just highlight around that black. So I'm going to take that Kat Von D thing again and just sharpen that inner corner. Finally I'm going to curl the eyelashes. I'm going to use Benefit Roller Lash all over those eyelashes. Add a bit on the bottom as well, just to blacken everything out. I'm going to go into my Pro Strobe palette from Freedom, and I'm going to use this yellow banana powder colour on the tops of my cheeks now. And take a bit of it down my nose, on my forehead. In fact, I'm going to go into the slightly lighter shade for the under eyes. Okay, let's add some warmth back into my voice. I'm going to use my Barry M Deep Glow Dark Bronzer. Love this stuff. Using a smaller brush, I'm just going to do my nose as well. feel like a really good dupe for the blush she's wearing is Entertain by Tarte. So I'm going to take a very small amount of this. It's mainly focused on her apples. I'm going to use Synthmurb and Decay again to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, but I don't think she has too much on, so I'm not going to go overboard like I would normally. And then the brush that I contoured with, I'm just going to soften everything. Okay, I will finish off the eyes now, so on the very bottom I'm just going to add a little bit of this because I feel like it's a little bit too black. Just to soften that black down. So before I add my false eyelashes on the top, I'm going to add the little stars because Perrie has 2 little black stars right here. So I'll show you what I'm going to use for those. I got these from The Works like a few years ago now, and they're just shimmery confetti stars, they're leaking everywhere. So I took a couple of those and none of them are actually black, so I just used a permanent marker like a Sharpie to colour them in black. This one, black. Okay, so I'm going to use my Duo Lash brush on adhesive stuff, and this is awesome. And hers are not like directly under, they're a little bit lower, so they're about here. I'm also going to pay attention to the direction that the stars are going to go, so the top point wants to be facing up. Okay, let's do Perrie's lips. So I'm going to go into MUA and do Caramel Nougat all over. Nougat, I don't give a, okay. And just do all the lips and line, and I don't know what I'm saying, just line your lips, okay. I think I found the colour. This is NYX High Voltage in number 13. Looks like this. Some Honey Love from MAC into there. It turned out a little bit purpley actually. The lashes I'm going to use today are the Isla and the Dean eyelashes, and I love these because they're like full on glam, but they're not really overly long that they look like false eyelashes. Like obviously you can tell I've got falsies, but they just look so natural glam, like natural stunning. So whatever, I just love them, I can't get enough. And to make them look really, really nice, just push them up with my finger. Push them down into my lash line just so that they set. So I'm not trying to stick my finger up at yours. But just so that they sit upwards and the lashes look super full, thick and perfect. If you feel like you need to, you can take a little bit more of your liquid liner and a little bit more of your black eyeshadow and just go over that band in any areas that you feel it's showing a little bit. For final touches to those eyes, I'm just going to take my fluffy brush with a bit more of that black and in those outer corners, just deepen that crease a little. Your fluffy brush, just go over there. I'm actually going to change lip colour because I found a colour that would be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to use Buffy from Lime Crime. This is just the perfect colour for this. And that, guys, is the first look. Okay, so let's have a little bit more fun. So we're going to have to remove these in a minute, but I'm going to try and keep them as long as possible because they're super cute. For Perrie's eyes, there's more of a pink shimmer, so I'm going to go into that Smashbox colour again, into that nice rosy colour. And just take that a lot more onto the lids. I'm going to try and use a bit of this colour just on the cheek area up here, where she's got those gorgeous like stars and things. So I'm just going to use this as a bit of a background for that. This part I'm going to use a glitter from Prima Makeup, and this is called Mermaid Tails, and it's got teal and purple and pink glitters in it. So I'm going to just take some of that on my finger, and you can just see, just by rubbing it around in there, just how pigmented that is. And I'm just going to add that all around this area. So for these I've got pearls, hope you can see that. There's some rainbowy kind of gems, like iridescent gems. I've got some more opaque coloured gems, and I've also got some holographic stars, which I did buy for like a mermaid unicorn, but I didn't end up using for the mermaid, so these are going to be perfect. To adhere these, I'm going to use a little bit of eyelash glue. And just do some dots. Okay, so final touches for this, I'm just going to add a few like little areas of glue just around like that. The one I'm going to use is kind of like a chunky version of that Mermaid Tails colour, and this is so pretty. I'm just going to pat that over the areas. And that is the second Perrie Edwards makeup look. I hope you like these, I absolutely love them. I definitely want to do a Jessie look, and I'm going to do them all probably, but Jessie's the next one I want to do because those freckles are just so cute.